so good.
Yeah, okay, I think it's got something to it. Yeah.
That and then she had sliced apple blueberries, and that was just, which is a great flavor combination. So, well, I think we'll just get started if somebody pops in. There's supposed to be a few more coming, but with the weather, maybe it kept them away. I don't know. But I know there's a couple of you guys that don't know each other, so we just want to go around and introduce ourselves quick. I know everybody. Mary Alhouse, Billy Jacobson.
And hot.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Zane.
I'm guessing you all know. um, tonight we're just going to talk about a little bit about spring cleaning on our bodies, cleansing from the inside as well as out. Um, it is a lot of information, and I will be reading a lot because I went over it like 12 times, but yet it's still a lot to remember, lots of big words. So um, if you need to stop and ask me a question, if you don't understand something, I can repeat it or whatever, because it is, like I said, a lot of information. Um, how many here are on the lifelong vitality, the supplements? I get it. We'll talk a little bit about those. Basically, our whole goal is to improve our health, and we'll talk about how your care products can support that. Can you both see here? Okay, everybody see it? Okay. All right. This is just kind of a little chart that they use. Developing a lifestyle wellness requires implementation of healthy habits in two main areas, and you see the white arrows on the sides: lifestyle and health care. Combined with proper nutrition, exercise, rest, and stress management, and reduction of toxic load, it comprises a lifestyle that allows for maximum health. Each aspect builds on the others, and if any piece is left out, that's when you have your compromise where it occurs, where you have problems. Our main focus today is going to be on reducing the toxic load. So you kind of see the big red arrow pointing to it. That's what we're going to work on. So you might wonder, what is toxic load and where does it come from? A toxin is any substance that causes harm to the body. So toxic load actually refers to when all those toxins start accumulating in our body, and then they start affecting your body at any given time. It also places burdens on the body systems and on your organs. Toxins actually come from, as I said, many different sources. As we all are well aware, the world is loaded with toxins. I mean, they're literally everywhere. Some we're not even aware of. The three most common are pathogens, chemicals, and radiation. Pathogens are your bacteria, your viruses, your fungi that invade your body and actually cause the infection and disease. The chemicals are any natural or synthetic substances that cause harm to the body. So, like your food with artificial sweeteners, Diet Pepsi here, and flavor enhancers, car exhaust, cigarette smoke, solvents, plastics, harsh cleaning products, all of that junk.
Preservatives.
Yep, preservatives. If you look at the back of your food, it's got the extra stuff in it, you're probably putting a toxin in your body. Radiation refers to high energy particles that can cause harm to cellular structures and DNA, and the most common source of radiation is actually sunlight. A lot of times there's a lot of toxins we can't avoid and we don't want to avoid, but we'll talk about how our body can handle certain toxic loads, but then once you get past that point, that's where we have the problems. So, although your body deals with toxins in a number of ways, the three most vulnerable areas are our lungs, our GI tract, and our skin. Um, they are actually where we get the most exposure to this. It makes sense. You touch things with your skin, you breathe it in, or you eat it. So, um, each of these avenues has a physiological defense mechanism to minimize the toxic exposure. One example of how the body protects itself is the lungs. There's very delicate tissue that can be affected by germs, smoke, dust when we breathe. To protect this tissue, the nose, the mouth, and the throat are actually lined with a thick mucous membrane to trap foreign particles. So it's trying to protect it before it even gets there. Special immune cells are also present within the lung tissue to destroy anything that gets past that mucous membrane. Lots of good news, right? One of the first areas of focus in reducing toxic load is by obviously trying to avoid the toxic exposure. Are you already checking out on us? A little common sense goes a long way by utilizing protective barriers such as gloves and masks, kind of normal protecting yourself, and also creating proper ventilation, like when you're working with glue or paint or whatever, using that proper ventilation. But essential oils have actually been demonstrated to positively affect our environment. So diffusing oils in the home or your work area um, is a preventative measure to help maintain cleaner air. It also talks about washing your produce with lemon oil. Just by, I should have had a demonstration here for you tonight, but I washed my grapes one night just with water, and then I added a drop of lemon essential oil to it, and you should have seen how dirty the water was after I did that. It's just, um, you can only get out so much with water, but you actually can also add vinegar and baking soda as well. That will also help add to taking those harmful contaminants off the side of the fruit for you. But yes, I know. I like one time I ate. This is just a side story. One time I ate a grape without washing it, and then my husband goes, "What is that Mexican booger taste?" That's like we're not racist, but because they come from, and they could be picking, and yeah, you don't know what's on that grape. So now I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll wash it. So other ways, as we probably are familiar with a lot of the chemicals in our home, my sister actually did a cleaner class, and if you ever go out there and look on YouTube, the state of California has actually started um, forcing like companies like Tide to eliminate. I can't remember what the name of what's in there, but it's a known carcinogen in your Tide. You were there. Remember that? It was a long class, but anyways, um, yeah, what's in your laundry detergent is really scary. So if you go out there, I don't remember what the
Well, and they did the whatever parts per
parts per
million,
million. Yep, of that
and
carcinogen.
Tide was the worst.
Yeah, it was like 55 parts per million compared to like, and I don't remember what they were comparing it to, but then they also had some other laundry detergents that were safe and also on how to make your own laundry detergent. So, but we have our On Guard laundry detergent as well as our cleaners, our toothpaste. I actually just bought Tom's toothpaste for Daniel because I thought, oh, Tom's is just fine, right? You ever think Tom's is fine? No.
Tom's?
Tom's. Yes.
I've never heard of that.
Really? Tom's?
It's deodorant.
Yes, they have deodorant toothpaste. They have a kid's toothpaste. It's called strawberry. I flipped it over and it has sodium lauryl sulfate in it. I thought, well, now I have 3 tubes of this because I bought it off Amazon. I do anything with. So yes, our On Guard toothpaste is wonderful. Also shampoos and conditioners and your facial products. But basically, they're just trying to get at the point of this is all of where we can get some of our toxic load from. A lot of people aren't aware that every day when you wash your hair with a shampoo, you're putting toxins in your body because like Pantene is one of it has the sodium lauryl sulfate in there. So just where you can, one of your areas of your life where you can avoid the toxic exposure.
Dioxin is the carcinogen that's in Tide. Even the Tide free.
Yep. Even the only one that they had was Drep that they tested out of the mainstream ones was Drep. No, that's not counting. That's not taking into account like your Norwex and your Watkins, those ones that we're just talking about, the mainstream ones that you can buy in your store. And the only one that had, I think it was was it no? It was Drep, right?
It
Or
was
did it
either
have a-
no, it was
or
very
or
low,
very
like
minimal?
2
It's
like
or something like
4,
that.
yeah.
It was low. So yeah, so it's just something to be aware of. Our second area of focus is reducing toxic load is supporting your defensive functions. So we'll kind of now take a look at some of our supplements and oils that provide support to the organs that can help us with keeping the toxic load low. The body needs energy to conduct its own best efforts of protection and detoxification, and it uses nutrients to produce and create this capacity. So the nutrients fortify. Um, Additionally, many of the toxins in our world today are fat soluble. The liver in particular needs support as its function is paramount to the success as it plays a significant role in eliminating fat soluble toxins. Um, it doesn't say this on here, but does anybody know what fat soluble means? It can actually go into your cells because it's fat soluble. Where if it's water soluble, it'll reside on the outside of your cells. So that means that these toxins are able to get into our cells. And then that's where we have a problem is because the body's system won't let them come out. So you want that. Another form of toxicity is the presence of free radicals causing oxidation, which if not handled causes damage and premature breakdown of cells. Antioxidants are imperative for the elimination of free radicals. Those are the ones that can't get into your cells and are just floating around your body, causing wreaking havoc because they have nowhere to go but to cause you pain and inflammation. So a lot of our autoimmune problems come from these free radicals. And at the root of all toxic conditions in the body is an inflamed and irritated cell membrane. It's in our best interest to prevent inflammation. So how can we provide this kind of support? So I asked who was using Lifetime Vitality. We'll just talk briefly about this. But this is a great foundation for your body. They're packed with essential nutrients and include vitamins and minerals, whole food extracts, antioxidants, fatty acids, and essential oils that are vital and must be consumed in adequate levels. These products are specifically designed to supplement the typical adult diet and correct deficiencies. Combined with a healthy diet, these products provide a sound foundation to support both the structures and healthy function of the body. I apologize, I'm reading so much, it's just a lot to remember. Again, it is through nourishment that the body will perform at its best. Nutrients such as those in our BMC product supply the body with resources to produce energy. The ingredient in the alpha CRS, and how I remember this is can't remember. Every time I look in the cupboard, I'm like, oh, that's probably not what I should be calling it. But there's superb antioxidant resources as well as supportive of the optimal liver function. The XEO Omega is a high quality source of omega 3, 6, and 9 necessary for the bodies to mitigate the inflammatory response. It's a perfect way to nourish and fortify your own body's defense mechanisms. One thing that I learned at convention is our supplements are like perfectly balanced for what we need in our body. There's a lot of supplements that are out there, or a lot of vitamins that are out there that actually only put in, you'll see vitamin E, but ours has several different vitamin E's in there, even the expensive ones. But a lot of companies will actually eliminate that one because it's so expensive. But the other thing I don't like, or I do like, is that there's no fillers. You know, a lot of times people say, oh, you know, you're taking vitamins if your body's yellow. That's just junk you're peeing out. It should be clear. So that's just toxins that's going through your body that you're washing down the toilet. So yeah. So these, I credit these to my back pain being at a minimum. Lindy can attest to when I had back pain. I could hardly stand. I'd come into daycare like the crooked old lady, remember? So yeah, it was really fun. So this is what I credit to literally changing my life. The third area we're going to actually talk about is supporting the elimination functions. How can we support our organs in the detoxification process? After we avoid toxic exposure, get the great foundation for the support, we now have to support where we're going to get rid of that waste. Our body actually has a complex system of detoxification, complete with organs and processes that allow elimination of any toxins that may enter the body. The liver, the kidneys, and colon are all involved in our body's natural detoxification process, as are skin, lungs, and GI tract. It's important to take measures to support these organs. And if anybody is not taking notes and you want all these notes, I'll tell you where to get them. So, just so you know. All right. And they talked a lot about this at convention too, is that we have actually primary and secondary chimneys. Um, as we focus on the elimination of toxins, we must ensure that there's a pathway of elimination. Our body has primary and secondary chimneys through which it moves waste. Oftentimes, when the primary chimneys have been neglected and are over or under functioning, the secondary chimneys then take the overload. So the skin is oftentimes referred to as the third kidney and is what we call a sympathetic chimney. And that's where you often see like skin eruptions or imbalances, and they pretty much mean we're not getting rid of our waste properly. And also the respiratory system. With this in mind, it becomes our first focus to ensure we have the proper flow of both the intestinal and urinary tracts, as well as lifting any unnecessary burdens from other chimneys of the body so they won't overexpress once we increase this process of detoxification. So we need to clean out our chimney. All right, we'll talk. And until I took and started studying for this, I did not know what all of these did. I did not have any idea. People would ask me, what does endocrine do? It's a detoxification, so this was a big learning process for me too.
So, are you gonna go over what the difference between that one is and then the other one?
We will talk about both of them, yes. They're actually two separate products, so they do a little bit different. The capsules and the oil are the same thing, where the actual, I shouldn't say the capsules, well, the oil capsules, the gelatin capsules, yeah, the gel ones are the same thing. And then these are the capsules, and we'll kind of talk about what that does here a little bit. All right, so introducing two wonderful doTERRA products that are partners in proper elimination. That's the Zendocrine and the Terrazyme. So we'll take a look at each of these and how they help our chimneys get their job done. The main function of the body's GI tract is to metabolize the food we eat and excrete waste products. It also plays a major role in absorption. Unfortunately for many people, the system tends to be experiencing less than optimal function. The body must be able to distinguish useful substances from harmful toxins. To accomplish this differentiation, so I said big words, the GI tract serves as a selective barrier that strictly regulates absorption and prevents toxins from entering the blood and lymph systems. So when these are not properly functioning, that's how we get toxins into our bloodstream and our lymph systems. Any questions so far? The intestines are the body's main site of absorption. Vitamins, minerals, fat, proteins, and carbohydrates are absorbed in the small intestine. The large intestine is actually responsible for absorbing excess water and waste products and handling indigestible substances such as fiber. To maximize absorption, the intestinal walls are lined with hair-like projections that dramatically increase the surface area available for absorption. And this is just a fun fact. If you were to lay out your intestines flat, their surface area would actually be equivalent to that of a tennis court. I'm like, I wonder why I got this spare tire. My cookie's not working, so that. When food and nutrients are absorbed, they pass through the walls of the digestive system and directly enter the bloodstream for systemic delivery throughout the body. It is important for the intestinal walls to maintain both efficient yet selective absorption. This allows the body to absorb the nutrients it needs for health while also preventing toxins from entering the body. The walls of the intestines are made up of specialized cells that serve as selective barriers that allow only certain substances to pass into your circulation. Covering the walls of the intestine are millions of tiny hair-like structures called villi that extend into the intestinal tube. Smaller still are microvilli that cover the villi. I think I need like a flowchart here. Combined, these three structures dramatically increase the surface area available for absorption and give the intestines extraordinary efficiency efficient yet highly selective absorption capabilities. All right, now we'll talk about terrazone. They say it's new, but it's not. We've had it for a little while now. But an important product with significant benefits to the GI tract is the terrazyme complex. This product contains a unique blend of active whole food enzymes and mineral cofactors that are often deficient from cooked, processed, or preservative-laden foods. These ingredients aid digestion and support overall health of the GI tract. Enzymes are a special substance that help catalyze biochemical reactions in the body. They are crucial players in the physiological process, including metabolism and detoxification. In a perfect world, we'd all be eating fresh, raw veggies, but as we know, that's not really happening today. Most of our food is cooked or processed, and in that, these food enzymes can be destroyed. The pasteurization, sterilization, radiation, preservation, freezing, and microwave of all of our modern foods can render food enzymes inactive or alter their structure so much that they become useless to our body. So if you look at everything in the grocery store, besides your fruit section, which still has some of the toxins on them, what do you see? Everything is processed nowadays. So food processing can also remove important vitamins and mineral cofactors. We can reduce the internal demand for production of digestive enzymes in our body by increasing the amount of fresh raw foods in our diet. So, some experts suggest that we would include at least 60% of food nutrients coming from fresh raw foods. So, does anybody want to eat fresh raw foods? 60%? Is that we see that happening? And some people do, but this is why terrazyme is important. If you can't do that in your life, using a whole food supplement, plant-based enzyme, is a convenient way to guarantee you get the sufficient enzymes your body needs. It's been recently updated to address specific digestive issues that are especially prevalent, including increased lactase. It helps digest lactose and prevents flatulence. People drink dairy and have gassy problems. And then Maltese was placed with a special proprietary anti-gluten blend. So it's gluten free. Okay, so our pathway of elimination includes the liver, the kidneys, and the colon. Supporting these organs is important for maintaining optimal detoxification function and keeping the body clear of toxins. The liver is a metabolic powerhouse responsible for processing fats, proteins, carbohydrates, and other nutrients that are easier to use by the rest of the body. It also plays a key role in detoxifying the body of drugs and toxins. After metabolism in the liver, any waste product must be eliminated, so solid waste is removed through the colon in form of feces, while nitrogenous waste is eliminated through the kidneys as urea. The liver does not have an outside chimney. It actually relies on the two primary chimneys, so your kidneys and your colon. If these two chimneys are unable to partner sufficiently with the liver, it will find additional exit points for waste products, namely the skin, resulting in the skin eruptions. So that's where we get our extra chimney. And now we have this endocrine. So this, as part of requisite body functions of eating, breathing, and coming in contact with our environment through our skin, our bodies are exposed to numerous toxins. One of the primary functions of vital organs is to act as protective filters against such harmful agents. The largest organ of the body, does anybody know? What's the largest organ? Yes. One of our chimneys.
Liver.
Alright.
Oh, sure.
Yep. It is. As long as we're not on fire. cleansing has a primary function against toxic exposure and infection. The lungs help filter the air we breathe. The GI tract, from the stomach to the colon of the large intestine, also performs significant cleansing and filtering of toxins entering our body with the food we eat. If toxins make it past these organs on the first line of defense, other organs such as the kidney and liver perform additional filtering functions to rid our body of chemicals and pathogens that can cause us harm. The body's filtering and waste management system is quite capable of managing a certain amount of toxic influences. It's amazing how much toxins we can actually handle. But in this world, environmental pollutions and harmful chemicals in everything, the prepared foods, beauty products, treated water, everything, it can be significantly challenged. Just as a filter in a car or furnace, it can plug up over time, and your body's filtering organs can become plugged with toxins. Healthy organs have the capacity to clean or unplug themselves under normal conditions, but in many suboptimal health conditions of the liver, the kidneys, colon, lung, and skin, can result from overexposure and toxicity in these vital organs. This is why we have this endocrine complex. We have the healthy cleansing of the liver, kidneys, colon, lung, skin, supports the organ capacity to provide protective cleansing and filtering, and liver, kidney, colon capacity to rid the body of stored toxic waste products. And it is a whole food plant herbal extract formula, which makes it not the same as the EO or the essential oils. So we have sprinkling in front of you guys, and you'll have this will be at the end of the slideshow too. There's actually a little cheat sheet on the 30-day cleansing. And we'll still have a little bit more to go through, but just so you have a reference if you want to take a peek. And then also, this is just a little cheat sheet, a little chart to give you an idea of when you do the cleanse, how you're supposed to take it and stuff. We'll kind of go over it. But I like this. This slideshow I probably should be doing it about a month from now, but as it says, as winter comes to a close, we had some today, but it's a natural time to want to clean house. And there's no time because it's due spring cleaning. A 30-day detox is an excellent way to boost the body's natural detoxification processes and reduce toxic load. Both cleansing and organ support are important parts of comprehensive detoxification system. So we will talk about how to do this. A great description for our focus during this 30-day phase is cleanse, renew, and then restart. The key to successful detoxification involves the use of correct products. During this part of our presentation, we're going to discuss the benefits of each specific product and their role in managing the toxic load. Any idea what that is? Looks kind of like a heart a little bit. It is the liver. Yep. So when it comes to detoxing, the liver is like your main, they call it king, main organ that you need to focus on. Because it participates in so many metabolic and detoxification pathways, it is important to keep this organ healthy. There are multiple doTERRA products and essential oils that provide superior support to the liver as well as other detoxification organs. I'll talk a little bit about Zendocrine. This is actually a key product for maximizing the health of the liver, kidneys, colon, and endocrine system. It actually has tangerine, juniper berry, cilantro, geranium, and rosemary in it. And as it says, it's not the same as a Zendocrine complex. I see you still writing. Okay. Each essential oil in this blend has detoxification properties known to support the function and health of the liver and the kidneys. The three, they actually just replaced some things in this recently. They replaced grapefruit with tangerine, and they added the juniper berry and cilantro. Juniper berry has actually been clinically demonstrated to support the kidneys and offering renal protective effects. Cilantro is added to support encapsulating and elimination of heavier toxins from the body. So, my husband just got cilantro on his scan, and so um, he's kind of going through a detoxification process of his own, um, and we're trying to get rid of some negative stuff. And so it was awesome that cilantro came up because it is so great in taking away the heavier toxins and also the negative emotions that are in your body. So that's pretty cool. All right, the recommended dose of endocrine is 2 drops per day, twice a day, with meals throughout your 30-day cleanse. Veggie caps are an easy and convenient way to administer the essential oils internally. Otherwise, we now have the Zendocrine soft gels, which just makes it more convenient. You know, um, I do a lot of the veggie caps myself, but for the convenience factor, then you also have the option of the gel caps. Right? I believe that the gel caps are a little bit more expensive. So, all right, next one is our GX Assist. I'll actually show you guys what the GX Assist looks like. I'll take a peek at it. I'll pass it over. Are they the same price? Well, if they're the same price, then
Yeah.
it's a no-brainer. Okay. The GX Assist is our next cleansing partner and contains a proprietary blend of caprylic acid and 6 essential oils. Caprylic acid is a unique 8-carbon fatty acid with clinically demonstrated detoxification properties. Because of its lipophilic structure, it is able to easily penetrate cellular membrane and hostile organisms and eliminate them. GX Assist also contains 195 milligrams of essential oils, including oregano, melaleuca, lemon, lemongrass, peppermint, and thyme. The chemistry of these oils include a variety of phenol, alcohol, and aldehyde type constituents that synergistically provide complete detoxification properties. Well, that's a big word, right? The unique formulation of this product provides powerful ingredients for purifying and cleansing the digestive system. It is recommended that 1 to 3 soft gels be taken daily with meals for the second 10 days of your 30-day cleanse. So it's important to know that you'll have 10 days before you start the GX Assist in the cleanse. You have to wait 10 days, and then you only take it for 10 days. This product can be taken on a monthly basis for a sustained benefit or less frequently for targeted digestive health concerns.
Julie, what is caprylic acid?
Caprylic acid,
That would be something good for you.
I believe it's like the acid in your stomach, along those lines. It's a 8-carbon fatty acid with detoxification properties. So, let me go and get the more thorough answer.
No, that's fine. I'm just wondering for the alkaline acid diet.
I think we'll talk a little bit more about the stomach acid coming up here yet too. Another product to consider during cleansing is the Slim and Sassy Metabolic Blend. Not only does this powerful blend help control the appetite and boost metabolism, but it also manages toxic load stored in your fat tissue, and it's really during weight loss. So we kind of talked about those toxins getting in your fat cells and not being able to get them out. This is one good way to help get them out. So you know what it's acting like, but this is actually the capsule. It's not a short. Many toxins, like I talked about, are fat soluble. The body has to deal with these toxins, and the liver plays a major role. Often there is excessive amount of toxins to deal with, and as part of the body's natural immune response, these toxins are moved to fatty tissues in an effort to protect critical organs. Storing toxins in this way is a protective measure. Thanks. that dilutes the toxins and prevents them from causing harm to other areas of the body. When this occurs, it's more difficult to lose fat because of your role it plays in immune function. As a result, it makes sense for your fat cells to do detox too. That's why it's hard to get rid of some of the fat because your body's holding on to it. It's a natural immune response for your body to hold on to it. All right, the Slimassassy metabolic blend contains grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon essential oils. The unique chemistry of these oils give them diverse functionality. Not only do they help manage appetite and lift the mood during dieting, but they can boost metabolism, support healthy insulin responses, and manage the toxic load of the body. The lemon and grapefruit oils in this blend are particularly powerful in their capacity to assist the body in effective detoxification of not only fat, but fat-soluble toxins.
Have you done anything, have you done any research on using grapefruit oils if you're on cholesterol?
And we kind of talked a little bit about that, but yes, it's actually, you are able to, because it comes from the runny. It does not come from the
From the
grapefruit.
fruit,
It comes
okay,
from the fruit itself.
all right, thank
Yep.
you.
If you can handle this, which I don't, I put it in a capsule. Yeah. We all like.
I love it.
See, you, and I,
I don't mind.
it's growing on me. Yeah. And
Oh.
Daniel actually loves the smell of it now. He's just like, Mom, can I get this oil? And I'm like, I don't need you hyped up even more. But yeah, you can take 5 drops in 8 ounces of water 3 to 4 times per day, or you can take the capsules, or you can put it in veggie caps. So. All right. And we'll show the veggie caps here next. And this is actually 5 drops per soft gel in the veggie caps. So when it says to take 3 to 5 in the capsules, you're actually taking 5. And that's just another convenience factor. And I do believe that these are a little bit more expensive for the capsules, but when you figure out the drops that are in here, my sister figured out, because that's just kind of how she is, it's a little cheaper to buy these, because if you take 5 times 90, that's 450 drops. It's actually slightly cheaper to buy these. So,
In this video, research as per day.
you can actually do, it does say, it depends on how much you want to do, but it's 5 drops in an 8-ounce water 3 to 5 times per day. So it says 3. If you want to do 5, you can, but I would just probably do 3. My clicker is just being goofy. Okay. Our final area of focus is the GI tract. The main function of the GI tract is to metabolize the food we eat and excrete waste products. However, many people do not know that the GI tract and the immune system are also inextricably linked. Because of its major role in absorption, much of the body's immune function also occurs in the GI tract. The body must be able to distinguish the usable substance from harmful toxins. To accomplish this differentiation, the GI tract serves as a selective barrier that strictly regulates absorption and prevents toxins from entering the blood and lymph systems. This reminds me of when I was growing up at our shop, there was a thing about the organs in the body, and it was just like this funny joke or whatever, and the heart was like, I'm king, like I control everything in the body, and then the brain was like, oh no, I do, I'm king, they're all fighting who is king, all these different organs. And then the tone basically spoke up and said, oh no, I'm king. And they're like, whatever, you just get rid of him, And and so he shut himself down. And then sure enough, he was king. Do you know if that's not working, you're gonna feel like garbage. All right. And here's where we talk about the stomach again. Within the stomach is gastric acid, a digestive fluid containing hydrochloric acid. This fluid is highly acidic with a pH of 1.3. Anybody guess what the acidity of battery acid is? is equal to battery acid within your stomach. Besides playing a key role in digestion, the gastric acid is also important for the body's immune system. This food is so powerful that it's capable of killing most toxic microbes that have inappropriately entered the digestive tract.
Just a little interesting tidbit on, because I mentioned the acidic alkaline diet.
Yep.
My sister follows that ever since she's had cancer, and so, and I do have the diet to follow for it. Your body needs a different amount of acids and alkaline, and it tells you which foods to eat to maintain the right alkaline acidic levels in your body to help it ward off cancer and other things too. It's not just cancer, but it's to stay healthy.
Yeah, it's a fine line.
Yeah.
Okay. The digestive system is home to trillions of bacteria, collectively called microflora. The majority of these bacteria reside in the large intestine, but some are also found throughout the rest of your digestive tract. Friendly bacteria are those with a known physiological benefit. These bacteria assist in digestion, prevent the growth of harmful microbes, produce essential nutrients, break down indigestible substances, and participate in immune messaging. What participates in your cells talking to each other. To maintain the health of the digestive system, it's crucial that the GI tract be adequately populated with the friendly strains of bacteria. If you've ever taken, we'll talk about this, I guess, the threats to microflora. You ever taken antibiotics? A lot of times you'll hear to take a probiotic with it because when you take that antibiotic, it's flushing out all that good bacteria along with the bad bacteria. That's the main goal of antibiotics is to remove the bacteria from your body.
And one of the greatest sources of a probiotic is the Greek yogurt. Actually, any yogurt, but the Greek yogurt is really, really good.
Many lifestyle factors can threaten the integrity of intestinal bacteria colonies. It is important to avoid or limit exposure to these threats in order to maintain the health of your gut flora. So we have the physical stressors, the chemicals and toxins, an unhealthy diet. They say travelers' exposure, so if you go to another country or just even travel in general, as Mary just did, and had somebody sneezing, or was it by you, or?
When I was coming through customs, this guy over across the way was telling someone else, "Don't get too close to me, I've got the flu." And I'm like, thank God I'm taking my On Guard Plus.
So, and all of these can damage friendly microflora and can cause overgrowth of harmful strains as well as anaerobic or low oxygen environments. If the microflora population becomes compromised, it can lead to many undesirable health consequences, such as digestive discomfort, sensitivities, a lot of your allergies, stuff like that, chronic GI challenges. As you can see, we don't name anything specific, but if you know anything that relates to GI challenges, fatigue, no energy, and underactive immunity. Those are all signs that your microflora has been compromised. So, what do? This is our renew and restart portion. So once you've detoxed and removed all of that junk out of your system, you need to start filling it back up with good stuff. So, as we say, cleansing is the natural way to restore and maintain healthy microflora population by simply changing the terrain. doTERRA's line of supporting supplements, the Terra Sciences Endocrine Complex, the GX Assist, help remove the toxins from the digestive system. Then PB Assist reestablishes the healthy microflora colonization, improving a long-term gut health. So we will talk about how PB Assist Plus is a superior formula. So like Mary had mentioned Greek yogurt. So why would we need PB Assist? Well, we could eat Greek yogurt. Kind of she'll miss it because she's out there. But PB Assist is a blend of both prebiotics and probiotics. Probiotics are living organisms, such as bacteria that live in the GI tract and are known to provide health benefits. Prebiotics are indigestible substances such as fiber, and a big word I can't pronounce, that foster an optimal environment for microbial colonization and stimulate microbial activity in the gut. And if you want me to try to pronounce that word, it's oligosaccharides. That was my best shot. Okay, and these pills look super cool, and I will show you what they look like. But PB Assist Plus employs a unique double layer capsule delivery system that provides both short chain prebiotic fiber in that outer capsule and in a time release inner capsule with active probiotic cultures. This unique delivery system allows the probiotics to be released into the intestines where they'll have maximum benefit and will not be damaged by the harsh acidic environment of the stomach. The combination of prebiotics and probiotic cultures in a time release single delivery system makes PB Assist truly unique. So that's why they have the time release on the inside so they can actually make it through the stomach to the appropriate place. And I'll show you what that looks like. It's kind of a cool, funky little thing. And actually, I'll just pass one to that. Pass me so you can kind of look at it. That funky little thing. You missed the good part.
How long have you had that bottle of clothes?
I did the cleanse last year, and now I'm gonna do it again. So yeah, I have it right now.
I
Why?
don't think mine look like that.
This is what mine looks like.
Okay.
Yeah. You're gonna go home and investigate now.
I know.
So
I think mine are just have the just like the powder ones.
you might be thinking of something else. Do you have PB Assist?
I do.
Well, then you got a goofy batch or something because this is what it's.
I'm gonna double check mine.
Okay.
Good.
I'm gonna give getting a picture tonight in text. I have a feeling.
I was wrong or I was right.
We were just talking, Mary, about why you should have this instead of just plain Greek yogurt.
Oh,
And that's
okay.
because it has the blend of both prebiotics and probiotics.
Yeah.
So,
Do I have it? And I use it.
okay. All right. Talk a little bit more about it here. The friendly strains of bacteria included in this product were carefully selected based on their demonstrated physiological benefits to both the upper and lower intestines. Specifically, lactobacillus bacteria promote healthy colonization and function in the small intestine, while bifidobacterium bacteria promote healthy digestive and immune functions in the large intestine. 5 billion colony-forming units of 6 active strains of lacto and probiotic cultures are included in this product. 5 billion. The time-release inner capsule protects the probiotic cultures from the harsh environment of the stomach, delivering the active benefits of the cultures at full strength to the site of adhesion in the intestinal tract.
So CFUs is colony forming units.
Yep.
You know what that means?
I don't exactly know what CFU means, other than colony forming unit.
Right. Okay. Because I've seen it on several of their products. Okay.
And now we'll have another. Anybody want to pronounce that for me? That's the word I said I couldn't pronounce earlier, though. Oligosaccharides. Fructooligosaccharides. I feel like I'm speaking a different language. I don't say, but FOS is what we're going to call it. Are indigestible fibers found naturally in fruits and vegetables that have the ability to selectively promote the adhesion and growth of friendly bacteria while discouraging the growth of harmful organisms. FOS also supports healthy absorption of calcium and magnesium, supports healthy blood glucose and cholesterol levels, and can suppress harmful enzyme activity in the bowel. Each capsule of PB Assist Plus contains 50 milligrams of beneficial FOS prebiotics. PB Assist can be utilized on a daily basis as part of routine commitment to gut health. It can also be utilized with greater intensity in part 3 of the 30-day cleanse, in effort to restore optimal levels of gut flora for long-term results. 1 to 2 capsules per day, morning and or night, are an excellent partner to your detoxification success. If you look at your little cheat sheet, you'll see it in the last, so you'll have 20 days without PB Assist, you add it in on the last 10 days. These 5 products, Kerosene, Endocrine Complex, and Essential Oil Blend, plus Lemon Sapsi, GX Assist, and PB Assist are your keys to successful cleansing. And I see 6 products there, so I don't know why it says that. This is a little chart you have in front of you, only a little backwards, because I thought this one looked better, it's easier to understand, because it starts with the 30 days at the top, and then you have your 10 at the bottom. It's a quick reference chart. It compiles everything you've just learned into one easy 30-day protocol. Make it a habit. It's an excellent thing to do every 90 days or so. For example, March, June, September, and December, which I'm going to start mine in February. So, and that's it.
How often would you say you do?
Every 90 days or so. Yep. This is, if you know anybody who has, toxins in their body, you'll hear a lot about candida. You've heard of candida. It's a lot of what causes a lot of the pain and inflammation in a lot of people. So you'll have, and you'll have like your arthritis and your MS and all those things. A lot of those things can be caused by the in your body. And so this is a great program if you know anybody that has inflammation and pain a lot of the times. This is a great detox to get them started with. And also remember to have them supporting their foundation with a lifelong vitality. Because not only is it important to clean it out, then when you're done cleaning it out, you also need to have that support, that foundation.
So we don't need to start with that, or can we do community cleanse, and then start with those?
I would start on it at the exact same time. Yeah. Kind of what they recommend, just so that you're supporting your body throughout the whole process of cleansing as well. Because you're going to be hitting your body pretty good with the detox, so you want to have the support to keep you going through. Any questions, anybody? Besides the one question that you had that I don't know the CFU.
No, I don't know that. But I want to see your notes from the part one notes too, but I can make those later.
All right, I'm just going to stop that